So back when I started training, I thought getting jacked would be easy. I thought I would go to the gym, work out a few times, and one day wake up muscular, jacked, and strong. But after a decade of training, I realized I couldn't be further from the truth. And today, I'm gonna save you years that you're potentially gonna waste, because I've made every mistake that there is when it comes to training. So if you have been training for like months, years, and you still look the same, this video is for you. And today I'm going to show you what works and what doesn't. Number one, a lot of people assume that building muscle is easy, like it's something that goes fast, but it's not. And it takes time. There is literally no shortcut that's gonna get you to being jacked. Even if you take performance enhancing drugs, you will still have to put in the work. Even with great genetics, there is literally no shortcut. The only thing that's gonna get you to the physique that you want is you actually getting up and working out, tracking your nutrition, eating healthy, and doing all the mandatory steps to get there. There's literally no shortcut. Unless you get those things straight, you will not be jacked. It is that simple and plain. This is something, once you realize that, fitness or getting jacked will become so much easier. It's you versus you, no matter how cliche it sounds, but that's actually the only thing that's gonna get you to the physique that you actually desire. The second most common mistake that most people do, or I've seen over the years, is program hopping. Switching from one program to the next one because you somehow feel like that one gonna give you magic results, or yours is not right for you, or you have to find the newest thing, or your friends will be telling you this program works better. No, every single program works. The only thing that doesn't work is your ability to lock in and that program, train hard, and follow it to the T. That's the issue, not the program. You can get jacked with an bro split, you can get jacked with an upper lower split, you can get jacked with push-pull legs. Stick to one and follow it for at least 1 year. Especially if you're a beginner. Obviously, if you're already advanced and like have 2 years training experience, you can change your program like every 6 to 8 months. That's what I usually do, or add something new. But switching your program like every week or every month, bro, you will not get consistent results with that. Consistency is more important than perfect programming, perfect nutrition. Because, like, ask yourself this: if you have the perfect program and a perfect nutrition plan, but you don't follow it, how are you going to get results? You don't. So, consistency is your best friend when it comes to changing your physique, getting jacked. The thing is, you will not be able to change your physique overnight. That's fact. No matter who you are, no matter like what kind of performance enhancing drug you might be taking, you will not change your physique over one night, over a week. You have to stick to it for a consistent period of time. The most noticeable results you're going to see is in the span of 3 months. That's, especially if you're a beginner, that's going to be your minimum requirement where you're going to see the results. If you cannot push that long, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to make the gains that you desire. Speaking of gains, if you actually want to make progress in the gym, strength-wise, building muscle, you have to progressively overload. This is mandatory. The only important measurement when it comes to building muscle is actually if you get stronger. And I don't mean like just being able to do one more rep. I mean, that's a good indicator, but actually adding more weight to the bar without cheating, without like doing some kind of weird body adjustment to lift the weight. That should be your number one focus. Progressively overloading, getting stronger and better over time. Anything else should not be talked about. You should not talk about optimal programming, supplementation, nutrition hacks or whatever. If you don't get that right, forget anything else. Number 5, 3 or 4 intense sessions per week is enough. Most people don't make gains or are not getting jacked because they simply train too much for the body to recover. Just focus on getting 3 quality sessions in per week, and trust me, you're gonna make the best gains that you can ever do. Because at the end of the day, no matter how great your workout is, If your recovery is trash, your body will not grow, and maybe at some point, if you overtrain, you're gonna hit a downward spiral and lose muscle. 6. Basic beats trends. If you don't have any idea what you should do in the gym now, instead of following the next big influencers crazy workout, I'm telling you this, stick to the basics. Do the compound lifts, squats, bench, deadlifts, maybe overhead press, get stronger in them, and then you will grow. Obviously, the more advanced you get, the more experience you gain, start adjusting, maybe get a coach, but generally speaking, stick to the basics. They will get you the results that you want. And people got jacked in the 90s, the 80s, 60s, early 2000s by doing the basics. So why shouldn't you? 7. Recovery is just as important as your training and nutrition. The thing is, you can never out-train bad recovery. That doesn't work. The time where you build the most muscle is when you actually recover. And when I say recovery, I don't mean any like sauna, cold plunges, or anything like that. It's just sleep and doing niche, letting your body rest and calm down. That's the only recovery you need to be doing. Nothing more. Number 8. Track your workouts. How are you going to know if you actually make progress in the gym if you don't have numbers in front of you? Because there are going to be days where you feel stronger and are going to be able to lift more, and there are going to be days where you are weaker and you're going to be lifting less, and there are going to be periods where you're just going to be stagnant. And the best way to make sure that you're actually moving forward in the right direction is by having your numbers on a pen and paper. Obviously, you can use an app as well, but track your workouts as much as you track your nutrition, because every training session matters. So knowing what you're doing and being able to reflect and see if you actually improve will give you the advantage over the people that are not doing it. Because trust me, at the end of the day, in the gym, the only thing that matters is that you get stronger. But if you don't know that, if you don't know if you're actually making the right progress, the right steps to the right destination, you will not get jacked. So make sure to track your workouts. Number 9, bike slow. Never go on a dirty bike. The thing is, with a dirty bike or fast bike, you might be able to increase the number on the scale pretty fast. But at the end of the day, it's going to be fat, and it's going to make the cut for you longer than it necessarily needs to be. And what ends up happening is you're going to lose actually more size than you gain, because the weight that you will gain will just simply be just fat, nothing more. So make sure when you go on a bike to bike slow. Speaking of body fat, getting lean is simple, but it's not easy. You gotta be consistent with it. You gotta track every single food that you consume. You gotta track your workouts. You gotta track your sleep, your hormones. Getting lean is simple, but actually the steps towards it is not easy. Know that the cut will be exhausting at some point. Might be a little bit draining, but just push through that period, get lean once, and trust me, you will never struggle with your physique again. Number 10, strength and size go hand to hand. If you ask yourself why you're not getting any bigger, but you cannot lift 100 kg, maybe you need to start working on that. Trust me, if you, let's say, perform the lat pull down with 50 kilogram and you increase that number to like 80 or 100, you're gonna have more muscle on your frame. So generally speaking, focus on getting stronger and the size will come automatically. Okay, obviously I don't want you to ego lift or anything. If you lift with the control form, track it and get stronger, the muscle size will come automatically. And most important part, you gotta view building muscle fitness as a marathon, a long-term investment. Everything that you'll be doing now, it's not for the present moment. It's for 5-10 years along the line. This is where you're going to see the difference and the work that you're putting in right now. Fitness is, like I said before, it's a marathon. It is a journey. And it will take time to actually get notable results. The most gains you will make in pretty much the first year of lifting. After that, the progress curve is stiff. So Just be aware of that. View fitness as a marathon, not a sprint, okay? And with that being said, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you want to get jacked in the next, if you want to get jacked 2026, those are the things that you gotta get locked in. And make sure to apply for one-on-one coaching down below. And I thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Stay strong.